can get. Boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy, no. Yeah. You're bringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as to about the 35-yard line. Now the longtime Patriot, it's LeGarrette Blount, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Tag 32, tag 32, waiting.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside. Well, they told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with White, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. You stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Blunt breaks a tackle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
50 left.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the...
I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Stafford here. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Big 20. 21. Hey, tag 50 left.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, 166, 220,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run. This is White. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Wait.
Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Blount. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. First down at Stafford. Left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Stafford looks to throw again. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
11. Set. Waiting.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Set. Waiting.
Throwing again at Stafford. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. LeGarrette Blunt unable to use that big frame to his advantage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Yeah, 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. This is White on the screen. Finding room inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So here come the Lions now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This is Riddick on the screen. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Brady closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pushing his way through, and now running right through it. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Brady throwing on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down. Brady now on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a carry for White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now White. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Christian Jones. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again, Stafford. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
We're rolling.
Here's Blunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run again with one. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Brady to throw, and a dump off to White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single. Set. 180. Like 22. Check that. Look like 52 right here. Zebra.
To throw again. Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's a...
Hey. 4 down. Set. Waiting.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
To me, I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
22.
Throwing again. Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down. Set. Waiting. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. So we got man.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Set. Waiting.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to look deep for Edelman. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down.
sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Dante Hightower coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing
take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Patriots, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.